present, I'm not going to allow the fiscal deficit number to worry me, because there is a need, and a clear need, for me to spend the money. I need to spend money to boost the economy, give the demand that requires the necessary push. And therefore today, as of now, and for this fiscal, I shall not worry about the fiscal number, deficit number that is. So I shall keep going with my stimulus giving, keeping an open mind, and also doing consultations with the sectors which may need more help. As regards the coming year, we'll have to do an assessment before the budget is actually presented on 1st February to see how best we have to carry forward. I'm not sure if it'll be that I can immediately curtail expenditure. It'll have to be a careful balance, because the momentum that the economy gains should be sustained. So it has to be a careful balance of continuing with the expenditure, being conscious also at that time and not now on the fiscal deficit number. The festival season may have started in September, but it normally lasts till middle of January because of different regions having different localized festivals, which also drive demand. But post that, the season is of summer, and summer has its own demands coming from the rural area. Now, the specific question that you asked about what kinds of sectors that I see revival coming from, and therefore demand push, is rural. As I said, when I say rural, I'm not just talking of agriculture, but agriculture-related, agriculture-driven sectors, whether it's your tractor, whether it's your agriculture tool, whether it is food processing, and so on. And I also see that the migrant workers issue has been sort of sorted out in the rural areas because of the employment package which we had announced during the pandemic. And now you see that many of the industries have also done a lot of reset in the way in which they're doing businesses. And I guess, therefore, it'll be the tier 2, tier 3 cities which are going to push demand, which we are seeing even now, and that will gradually trickle over to the cities. I think that as once I said earlier, even this year, we should be able to shirk off a lot of what baggage fell on us in the quarter one. However, sustained good positive recovery is what I see from the beginning of the next fiscal, from the first quarter of next fiscal itself. We are in fact open for a healthy banking system. Where the Reserve Bank thought that a correction is required in a private bank, they have opened up the opportunity. They had engaged for almost a year to see how best that can be sorted out. Post which, after due consideration, it has been given to an Indian setup of an overseas bank, a Singaporean bank. That only sends the right message about Indian banking sector being opened up. It's a different story altogether when you tell me if the regulatory setup is being improved, and I'm glad to say the Reserve Bank is actually improving the regulatory mechanism, supervisory mechanism, and they've in fact dedicated a cadre within the Reserve Bank for improving the performance on that score. So I would actually think that that message has actually sent a positivity about India wanting to improve its banking system.